Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to the classic whodunit game of Glue. In a couple of minutes, you will see a message from your captain. Make sure you keep your Glue game file close, as you will be the detective of this cruise. Sit back. What you must do is follow along in your case files, go to these events, play the puzzles, find out as much as you can, and hopefully you can be the truest detective of them all. We will reconvene in here on the last C-Day at 2:45. It's going to be our big giant Clue reveal where all of the detectives with minds will be put together to find out who actually committed this horrible, atrocious, very bad crime against Mr. Body. Now the captain and I thank you for coming to our first session here to find out as much information as we possibly could. But we have a lot going on, so make sure you stay involved.
So today's update from the Clue game
is that the murder did not happen in the security office. They did not use a knife, and it was not Mrs. White. Tomorrow,
or was it Miss Scarlet?
Nope, it was Mrs. White.
That's good.
And tomorrow we have to go by the coffee place and get more clues.
But today you had to be at bingo at 3:15.
Yep.
But you don't have to actually pay to play bingo. You have to be in the room. Just for clarification, save your money if you don't like bingo.
By the way, if you do play bingo, you need to buy the Fanatic package. We did sit through a bingo. That is the only people. That's the only people that won.
It's true.
Everybody else lost.
Today they were giving away $200 and $350, and then I left because I got the clues.
Last night's cap was $250. Every winner Fanatic package. I don't know if you play bingo or not, but if you do, Fanatic's the way to go.
And right before the bingo, they had Honor Our Military.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't even tell you about that show. I told Lulu. At the end of them honoring the military, they had them all go up on stage and take a picture of like the Marines, Air Force, Army, and Coast Guard. And they posed for the picture, and then they told Schwartz, which was our entertainment director, to do push-ups, and he was doing them, and he said, I hope someone's counting. And then a guy that used to be a sergeant said, we don't do those kind, we do one-handed push-ups.
Did you do them?
He did one, and he said, that's about all I got.
Oh. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is, I couldn't do any.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did a lot for Memorial Day today. They hung the flag in the atrium, which was really pretty.
In the
They did a
atrium,
moment of silence.
and they played the trumpet. And like everybody stopped serving and everything during the moment of silence.
Played taps.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that's hard to sit through.
I
That's
know, I was
so sad.
thinking you would cry if you were there. But they wouldn't serve. People had already ordered drinks and everything, and when the moment of silence started, everybody in the Ovation Theater and atrium stopped serving.
What was it, like they said 5 minutes or something?
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, we were even in the spa and we heard the announcement and it stopped there.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
They said that they even did the announcement into the staterooms, which is pretty rare. Normally it's like only if you're in the hallway or out in a public area. But they said the only reason you can be on the cruise is for this. So even if you're in your stateroom, you're part of the moment of silence. We're playing the Clue game today. What's it say?
Oh no, it's a crossword. A cryptic message.
Wait, what's the front say?
It did say pick up your puzzle here.
Check your fun times and keep looking for clues on the cruise long detectives.
Alrighty. I don't know what happened. I have footage for day 3's Clue video, and it was really neat because the characters, a couple of them came out. It was Mrs. White and Professor Plum came out onto the promenade, and you could ask them questions, and they clearly had some rehearsed lines that they would answer for you. So for example, Miss White would say, I counted all the candlesticks and they were all accounted for, so it couldn't have been a candlestick. And she said, I was cleaning, I don't remember what it was, but she was cleaning somewhere and there was no evidence in that room, so she doesn't think it happened there. And that helped you eliminate. So it eliminated again 1 weapon, 1 room, and 1 person. And it was really cool. You could take pictures. They were really nice. And I had footage for this, and I don't know what happened to it. I blame my friend Whitney because she's the one who makes me play Clue when I go visit her in Oklahoma, and she cheats, and so the camera was probably acting like her and cheated me out of these video clips. Yeah, how about that, Whitney? Because you cheat. Sorry, I forgot to record day 4 for the Clue game. Very sorry. But it was another puzzle just like day 2. Obviously different puzzle that gave you different answers, but went to the coffee shop, picked up your puzzle. These are days that you have very long port hours, so that's how they do it, to where you're not kind of punished by going to the port and missing the Clue game. So worked out really well.
We're gonna learn how to make a few talent animals today. I'm really excited to teach you, but first of all, the clues. Now in this envelope is the answer that you've been looking for. Actually, it's not the answer, it's the clues that lead up to the answers. Because the answer is on your paper. Alright, let's find out. Clue number 1. It's a ship. No, I'm kidding. It's Colonel Mustard! And you thought it was me. Clue number 2. The cabin. Do you even have a clue paper? So why do you need to see? Oh, okay. Good response, I like that. And next one, and the last one. Sarah, I'm very glad you're taking pictures of me with giant cards. I feel very good about myself right now. The last one is the lead pipe. So now at this point, you should have only one answer left. Here.
Suspects are needed backstage for questioning. Right? Meow. Hello everyone, welcome to the clue reveal, the final one. Please remember it is 1 slip per person. Thank you, sir, for shaking at the box. So place them in. You have about 10 seconds remaining. Put your name, who committed the murder, what murder weapon was used, and where the murder took place. Right now, everyone, we are going to bring out your suspects with a giant boo, because they could have possibly done it, everyone. So on the count of 3, let's boom. Bring them out. 1, 2, 3. Boo! Here they come. On the way. Now step on up. Step on up, my possible suspects. Here's the deal. All right, now first off, I can tell you that Mr. Green could not have been the murderer. I'll tell you why. He has definitely been reading books all week long. Currently, he's reading a book in the library. So there's no way that Mr. Green could have done it. But you may be thinking about the rest of them. Well, I can tell you that after talking with bartenders, housekeepers, and the captain, I can confirm that on the night of the murder, Miss White was cleaning the promenade, Miss Peacock was in her cabin, and Miss Scarlet was on the legal deck. Their alibis all checked out. But now you must be thinking, what about the murder weapons? Well, on the night of the murder, the lead pipe was missing because it needed to be measured so it could be replaced in my cabin. So lead pipe was not it. But the knife, however, is something
Hang
that you
on
did.
just a minute. How could you possibly think that I could commit a crime like this? I mean, look at me. Look at my innocent face. All I do is dust and clean. Now then, Mr. Body, he had what was coming to him. I mean, who tries to get rid of a warm chocolate melting cake? Now, I'm craving a little bit of that warm, gooey goodness. So I'm going to go get some. Cheerio.
Well, thank you, Mrs. White. Now I'm going to continue before I was rudely interrupted back there. Thank you. On the night of the murder, the knife was missing because it was being cleaned and polished by the staff captain. So therefore, the knife is not the murder weapon. However, the rope is the next
Excuse me, if I will. All these false accusations have ruined my reputation. I told you I didn't do it. But you didn't listen. Such a shame. Oh, almost forgot. I have a Botox appointment. You guys all know I can't miss that.
All right, as I was saying, on the night of the murder, the backstage manager was doing inventory of all the rope on the ship, and he can testify that the rope was not missing that fatal night. There you have it. We are almost there at the end before we find out what is going on. Are you what?
Do you think that I would risk my chances of becoming captain for him? I don't think so. It wasn't me.
I don't know what that was. All right, well, as we said, we've eliminated our 3 ladies, and Mr. Green are not the murderer, which leaves us with Professor Plum and Colonel Musty. What? What? Come this way. This is so unexpected. Oh, that was super dramatic. Are you okay? Okay. Just play dead for a little while longer. Okay. Well, that was pretty intense, but it looks like in here, she's still breathing? Is she okay? Yeah, she's good. Okay. Oh my goodness, in here it looks like we found out who the murderer is. I can't believe this has happened. Do you want to know who it is? Yeah! All right, you two, get on over here. Step this way. Do you have anything to say for yourself? This is your last and final chance.
With the wrench in the crew
No?
training center.
No? Fine, we'll do this the hard way.
Fine!
What?
Wasn't me.
What?
I told you I didn't do it. I was all night at the security office reviewing reports. And just so y'all know, if you can't put it on a hot dog, you can trust it.
I don't know what that was about. Okay, well, he's absolutely right, because he was reviewing reports because we had to make sure that the drink umbrellas were safe. So that means that Colonel Mustard couldn't have done it, which means... Professor Plum! It must have been you. Arrest him, put your hands up, put him behind your back, with it. With the hokey pokey. Professor Plum! Professor Plum! Why are you laughing? This is serious. Professor Plum, how could you do this? You were friends with him. You were friends. How could you do this?
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you interfering, meddling detectives. He ruined my life. Thanks.
Ruh-roh. Take him away. It looks like we've done it, everybody. We've solved the crime. But let's be sure, shall we? Fuzzy. Fuzzy. You okay? You okay? Do you get your head? Oh, okay. All right, we're going to find out, everyone, right now. The final bits, if you turned it in. Looks like the murder took place in the crew training center. Yes. The murder weapon which was used was the knife. The wrench. I can't read. I was reading upside down.
I was like, what?
The wrench. And it looks like Professor Plum is the father, not the murderer. He's the murderer. He's the murderer. Wrong show. Wrong show. Professor Plum is the murderer. So Professor Plum with the wrench in the crew training center. This person used their clue case file the entire week. This person is living on deck 6. Who's living on deck 6? Looking for Kingston Williams? Kingston! Come on up, buddy. Okay, don't use the stairs, that's fine. Kingston, look what you've won, bud. You've got this right here. We've got your very own Cluedo game. Ooh, that's for you. You get your very own magnifying glasses. You're a detective. And you get your bottle. You get this 24.5 karat gold plastic chip on a stick. And you get this. Look at that. That's for you. Who are you traveling with, bud? Who do you got with you? Mama? Mom, sister, and grandparents? Okay, well, guess what? They've won themselves a bottle of champagne! Ooh. Now listen, all right, it's very important that whatever you do, whenever you are paying attention to Clue, all right, you especially, when you see your parents out there and you see Mama, all right, she's going crazy, wild. You gotta make sure that she's behaving, all right, because that's what your job is. You gotta make sure she's having a good time, make sure that she's definitely not acting up whatsoever, okay? Sound good? Okay, where's Mama? Mama, come on this way. All right, Mama, guess what? This is yours because I can't give this to a child, okay? But that is for you. Give it up for him, everyone.
Well, that's the end of the Clue video. I hope you liked playing Clue on the cruise ship with us. If you want to know more about the Carnival Breeze, flip over to one of my other videos. I have several videos, and check out what else we've done.